Thank you very much, and thank you to the UN Solutions Summit for giving us the stage to tell us stories. I want to tell you the story of Mirna Medina. When her son went missing, she went to the police, but they did nothing, she says. They told her that when young men go missing, it's because they're criminals and that it was her own fault. So she went back home heartbroken and desperate. Mirna is from Sinaloa, Mexico, also my hometown, but Sinaloa is also the epicenter of the Sinaloa cartel, where drug trafficking has taken over entire communities, infiltrating their cultures, their economies, and their governments. Kidnappings by criminals and even by police had become a common occurrence in Mirna's town. So when she saw no answer from authorities, she started contacting the other mothers of missing people, and soon it was 30 of them collecting shovels and sticks, going on searches, even digging with their own bare hands on clandestine graves, looking for their missing ones. In the last 4 years together, they have found the bodies of more than 120 people. The resilience of these women and of other extraordinary people in Sinaloa is what inspired the GIResilience Project. Our final aim is to create a global network of resilient communities against organized crime. More often than not, governments are responding to the enormous challenges of organized crime with militarized responses. These security policies, based or focused on law enforcement, tend to overlook the impacts of these responses on the most vulnerable communities. And we end up with more criminals in jails, yes, but this has not stopped or even reduced drug trafficking, human trafficking, smuggling. In fact, these policies tend to increase human rights violations and generalized violence. At the Global Initiative Against Transnational Organized Crime, we believe we must find alternative ways to deal with these problems. And we created the GIResilience Project to identify successful community-based responses that we can scale and replicate. We see communities as first responders, and we want to bring forward the voices of these local communities into the global policy dialogue. We use resilience as a framework to create a toolkit to build the capacity of local communities to deal with organized crime. So we incubate local successful initiatives, and then we connect them with each other to make them stronger. We started our pilot project in Sinaloa, where we identified 3 groups that are key to community resilience: artists, journalists, and women's leaders, families, like the ones of the group of Mirna. Last year, we launched our first Resilient Dialogues with the participation of 30 leaders of civil society. It was a 3-day event with workshops and a festival. But this year, our network is reaching out to about 700 resilient leaders, and we are reaching out to other stakeholders like municipal government and the private sector. We are part of a global NGO, so we are already starting to identify successful responses in other places. And we want to start working with these communities, and we want to work with your communities too. After 3 years of looking, Mirna finally found the body of Roberto, her son. But this has not stopped her from helping the other families that are looking for their sons and daughters who are still missing. Humans are resilient creatures, but we must be ready to unleash this resilience capacity when it's needed. When people go missing, when more women start getting murdered, when the media is under attack, communities fight back. They resist and survive. We want to create a platform for them to have a safe space, to access knowledge, to share their stories, and work together. We need the tech know-how to do this. We need the media to share these inspiring stories. We need governments to support local resilient initiatives, and we need the United Nations to help us spread the hope to these communities that urgently need to know that they're not fighting alone. Thank you.
Incredible. All right, thank you, Siria. All right, accelerators, come on up. Welcome, welcome. Okay, I'm gonna pass over. All right, so quickly, introduce yourselves and tell us what you might accelerate.
I'm Radhika Shah. I'm representing the SDG Philanthropy Platform, which is an acceleration partner of Solutions Summit. And I just love the work you're doing, Siria. Thank you so much. This kind of community-led grassroots solutions is what we really need if we are to achieve the spirit of leaving no one behind in the SDGs. And what I love is not only are you doing this work in your community, you're uplifting and identifying others doing such work. Thank you for that. And I would love to see how our community at the philanthropy platform, as well as the Stanford technology community, how can we help and be part of this movement as you identify how you scale this, which are things that you can leverage across solutions, which are new custom-based initiatives that you need to identify.
Thank you.
Hi, I'm Ashit Patel, and I work at Salesforce. We have something called Trailblazers, and Siria is an amazing trailblazer helping SDGs and through grassroots movement. I, as an advisor to BHRRC, which is Business Human Rights Resource Council, as well as Honda Center at Stanford, would be more than happy to help you in your initiative with data and technology-based any kind of help or assistance. Thanks.
Thank you.
Hi, my name's Alyssa Lewis with the Skoll Foundation. Again, amazing work what you're doing, uplifting these community-led resilience efforts. I have a number of contacts that I want to put you in touch with, so just get in touch with me. And I actually want to just give a call out to everyone who has connections through partnerships that can help this effort, because this is something that really needs to be accelerated and brought further.
Thank you. Hind.
Hi, everyone. My name is Hind Al-Hanawi. I'm the CEO of Humanitarian Tracker. Our nonprofit connects and empowers citizens using innovation and technology for humanitarian causes. Siria, what I love about the GIResilience Project is that you've effectively managed to activate the community as first responders. And that's so powerful, because usually the community has the most information and they're dedicated and invested in their own safety. So that's brilliant, and I would love to explore a partnership opportunity between us.
Fabulous. And Hen is returning to the stage as a solution maker from 2 years ago, so congratulations. And this is role modeling also. I think, the serial entrepreneurs who are just ahead of the others can be some of the greatest coaches, together with those who have organizations of networks and philanthropy and technology and things. So congratulations. And there's nothing more powerful than all of us. And you're showing that, in our own home local communities. So thank you very much.
Thank you all. Thank you.
Thank you.